We have a lot of startups that listen in as well. So we know that most startups fail because they don't have enough traction. And some of these startups are also not just startups in the ecosystem of being SMEs, but they also exist within corporations, you know, the larger corporations that have innovation hubs as well. So in your opinion, what I want to understand is let's take away those from the large corporates though, but how much money do you need to be able to have a good marketing strategy if you're a startup, and where does it often go wrong?
Nice question. Now, as you know, I founded a startup, so I'm very familiar with the topic. So it really it depends in which industry you want to compete. Okay, so and therefore, how much is going to.
Let's assume B2B, because I know a lot of players who are trying to get into the B2B
Yeah,
marketplace, which is completely different going into a B2C.
yeah.
So we understand those two ecosystems are different, you know, and let's assume you're a software company or an ed tech
Yeah.
business that's trying to disrupt the marketplace. What should this business be doing that it's not doing already? How much money does it need on a good marketing strategy? And in your opinion, where does it often go wrong?
Well, you need to be visible. Okay. First of all, you need to have a distinctive product. Okay, it needs to be distinctive. Okay, because there is a lot of noise out there. Second, you need to create the awareness that is necessary for people to even consider you. Okay, you can do that in through different medium. As I said, I mean, my strategy is to work through the digital medium, of course, and to reach people through word of mouth. Okay, in this business, in this particular business you're mentioning. The trust is extremely important, and therefore the word of mouth is extremely important as well. Because if I hear from somebody that I trust, and therefore, so these are really the three areas I would invest: video, which is what is this, how it works, why it's different from others; digital communication to make sure that you can reach as many decision makers as possible in the specific industry that you are operating, and the word of mouth in order to create PR, PR, which is through word of mouth and through publications, okay, in order to make sure that you can, in particular digital, to make sure that you become visible and trustworthy. So I would say, but this is really a finger in the air, okay, that you can do that between 100 and 200,000 pounds, okay, in order to start the wheel to turn, okay, because when the wheel starts to turn, if the product is good, and that's what we're talking about here, then the word of mouth will help you reaching the tipping point that is necessary for you to speed up in the sales process. Okay, at the moment, for example, for my startup, which is very similar to the industry you are talking about, only for marketing, I've allocated £100,000, for example. Okay, because I know where I'm going, I know exactly the type of companies that I need to reach, and therefore I have a focus strategy that is focusing on the awareness of the tool or the software, but that is also backed by the awareness of the knowledge that I have brought and my team has brought to the tool itself. So the credibility, okay. So I'm investing of the credibility of the people behind the software, okay. And at the same time, of course, with videos and the digital expressions of are offering, I'm reaching the right target group. If you have when you enter, I mean, I've been asked several times to come into different startups, okay, and I didn't, because the products sounded nice, but there was a significant amount of money devoted to develop the product itself, and not enough to market, okay. And if you don't have enough to market, and especially if you don't have enough oxygen, because you're not going to sell in 1 month, 6 months, maybe not even in 1 year. You don't reach the sales that are required to make it sustainable, the operation, or to say, okay, this is a success, let's invest more, okay? So you really need to have the level of oxygen required in order to compete in the market. And that competition comes from how many people are talking, how much noise in the industry, how much do I need in order to become visible? It's all this type of conversation. But if there is not that type of thing, you are basically creating something that eventually you will have to sell in order to make back the money of your idea, and your idea may be worth millions. you know, and you sell it for peanuts because you didn't have the oxygen to, you know, to resist in the market. You know, not necessarily if you're a startup, you need to go and spend big fees to the big guys. There's lots of smart guys out there that can help, you know.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.